Hello, this is Wolf from Tesla Owners US, and this time comes a special story. You know that I'm renting out Teslas from time to time, and I have a cooperation with another company who are promoting Teslas for people who want to travel with Teslas or travel the southwest of the United States. And this is the first time where I feel ashamed for people, and I never expected that we have white trash people in Germany, but this is the case. And here comes the story.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
So the story is as follows. So this car was supposed to go out for a big vacation for a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 kids, or smaller kids and a baby. And they had the car, and they were supposed to get the car for 7 weeks, a big vacation in the United States, all the southwest United States, all the coolest location, whatever. And I got a first time in contact with them to try to help them, and they rented a combination of a Tesla Model Y and a pretty a lighter trailer, so what the Tesla could tow, for the Tesla Model Y could tow for a family. And there is certain things what you have to consider there. So I made the first contact with them, with that family, and I said, tell me what your plan is, and I can help you to put a route together. So there's a better route planner to put a route together. And we said, let's do a route for that, and I'm gonna help you. No, the first thing what I heard, I already figured everything out. I know how it works, I know what locations are, and so on. And here are the locations, here are the sites I want to visit, and here's when to want to go. So I looked at that and tried to figure a route with this. And basically, I could not figure a route with this in this constellation. Because they visited national parks or national recreation areas from the government. And what do they don't have? Electricity. So then I had a conversation with them in a Zoom meeting. And I said, folks, you have an electric car and you have a trailer which needs electricity. You must have electricity. And it's an advantage for you. If you come to RV sites, in that RV site, you can charge up and you have plenty of time. You have 7 weeks to visit all of the locations. You can go there, you can charge up, and then you go on another step of 60, 80 miles to the next location. So the first thing what they complained about, we got told that we can travel 200 miles. Now actually you can travel more than 300 miles if you don't have a trailer, but you can travel 200 kilometers. That they got told. So they mixed up the miles with the kilometers. That's a big fault already. So that was not very intelligent. But never mind, we're gonna figure out a plan. But guys, you need electricity. So, and I told them, hey, I tried to make a plan with this to visit your parks, what you wanted, but you are more busy at the superchargers as you would be going to any sites or enjoying your vacation time. So the best time is to do that when you take a car from Spark Rental and a trailer with us. So, or you rent from someone else and I'm supplying the car from Spark Rental, that you are hopping from one RV park to the next one, and even when you only stay there for a day, you can charge up and then go to the next one. Charge up, go to the next one. And because you have 7 weeks, 49 days, so almost 50 days, you have enough time to visit all of your locations. No, the answer was no, we don't want that. We don't like that. We want to be in the beautiful recreation locations there. But I said, there's no electricity. You have an electric car, you need electricity. There is a plan for that these nice locations will get electricity and water. But you need electricity also for the refrigerator and for everything. Oh, we can live without it and so on. Now comes to the time, then I said, okay, I can figure out the trip, but I give you my login for a Better Route Planner, and you make your own trip because you already have booked that and might have to book something else. Go there and try to figure it out for yourself. I'm gonna support you everywhere I can and give you tips along the way and so on. So that's what I did as well. So now they came to us. They came to us with an horrendous amount of luggage. So this is also a disadvantage, because they have two backpacks, they had kids seats, and they are really not looking pretty, those kid seats. They were looking like they were used for 10 years. So filthy dirty they were. And there's already should give an alarm light for me. But I said, I trust everybody. I just need to be prepared for that. And we give them a car and this car in a pristine condition, and a trailer, a brand new trailer with us, where you had enough room for 2 adults and 2 small childs. Now, they came to that and we explained them everything around the car. I also asked them, hey guys, please watch the movie for the electric car. You never had an electric car. Please watch the functionality of the movie of the Tesla. And if you give me if you sign on to the Tesla as a user in the US and open an account, I'm gonna transmit that account to you guys temporary, and then I will at the same time will also give you have all information of the car to remotely run it and whatever you need to run on the car. So and you can open it with your phone. I give you an extra key for that as well, and you have every possibility with us. So they got a brand new car, and they left the premises, and I explained everything what I could explain, and they left the premises with a brand new car, and a pretty new car, a pristine car, and a brand new trailer. Now comes the time. In the time in between, from time to time, they changed their location and went to RV parks, as I said, because there was no possibility to get some of the locations also in Arizona. You cannot reach with the Model Y or Model X with a trailer if you don't charge in between into an RV park. The supercharger network in Arizona is not big enough to do that, and also in Utah or Colorado is not big enough for that. Sometimes you have to go through that. So what they did in many occasions, and I gave them also along the way, I gave them tips. Hey guys, I give them all of the adapters. I give them a set of 11 adapters. 11 adapters with J7072 adapter comes normal with the car, with the CCS adapter for the US. And I gave them tips along the way and said, hey guys, here's a charger. You could charge for free at that library there. You could do this, you could do this, and you can charge there. And you could charge at the RV park, or they had an RV park would only have 30 amps, 120 volt. So they said, oh, is that all? Is that only the adapter? Yeah, I said, okay, there are 2 choices. You can use this adapter, reduce it to 24 amp, and charge only the car if the trailer is okay. Or what they didn't know about that, because they never watched any movies. They never watched any movies or what I recommended and Tesla recommends them to watch. Never did that. So then I said, okay, cool guys, not a problem. I'm gonna help you along the way. And for example, you can charge 30 amp with the trailer, plug it in, and then plug the car into the trailer and then charge there with 120 volt. At least you charge a little bit. And if you stay long at the location, in 3 days, you have charged the car as well. No problem with that. The car is then, for their protection, limited to 60 miles per hour and chill mode. That's the limitation for that. Because that they cannot knock over that, and they cannot run out of juice. And they did succeed. They did not run out of juice. They were sometimes close, but they, with the trailer in any of the best location what that they planned all of the best location. They made all of these locations and did it. The prettiest location in the Southwest United States, whatever you think, Grand Canyon, Monument Valley, Bryce Canyon, Zion National Park, Sequoia National Park, whatever you think about. Even the beaches of California and Santa Monica, wherever you want to be, the prettiest ones, they all did it. Now comes the day, the car comes back. And how it come back? Devastating. The car came back so dirty that we had to put it into a deep cleaning with Thomas. And Thomas said it was so much sand and dirt and food in the car that it took forever to get it all out. If I would not have the mats in the car would even be looking worse. The car was so dirty that the white car, the pearl white, turned out into gray. It was gray. And I show you the picture for the front. Every adapter was all neatly lined up and perfectly. However, when I got it back, it was all smashed up together, and I put the picture back in there. It was a mess. The whole car was a mess. They lost the cover for the wheel, because you know that I have special covers. These special covers are for the 19-inch wheels, but they cover over 20 and they cover over the edge. And it was helpful, it was intentionally. Now what did I do? I had to buy a new one because they lost the whole cover of the wheel, and then they tried to reattach it, but the spars out for the air pressure valve, for where you fill up the air, that valve was actually not lined up with the spars out of that. So I ordered, I think it cost me over $100, a new one of those pieces here. Let me show if I can show you that. Yeah. And that is the advantage of that. You can buy, you don't have to buy a whole set, you can buy single ones if you do a curb rash. So look at this one. Here's a spars out for that. And that one was not where the valve cap was. It was somewhere else. So they tried to reattach it, and messed up with the reattaching it, right? So I have to do it again. I have to do it with the Tesla logo again and everything, and put that back in. Now the damaged one would get on the spare wheel. And now I have to clean up the front where all the mess of the cable is. The cleaning was already done was cost me over $200. I think $270 or more for the cleaning of the car. It was, as Thomas told me it looked like the car had run 60,000 miles. It only has 26,000 miles. And it looked like it wasn't cleaned for about more than a half year. And that was done within 7 weeks. So they never cleaned the car. They never did anything for that one. They were the biggest pigs in total. So I like the customers. I like to transfer them to to electric transportation. But if I get these customers, I really don't want to do it. It is so disgusting that I have to feel ashamed for those people that there are white trash people in Germany. I feel ashamed for that. And that hurts me a lot because I was putting so much effort in that they all did good. And they did. And at the end, I asked them if they would not give me an interview. No, we did not have a positive experience, was the answer. The answer was, you were so filthy dirty that you didn't want to show the car and all what you did with it because you were just not behaving well and you just didn't well, and your expectation didn't met because you did not listen to someone. I told them they are already 12 years driving electric. So if you all know it better, then you guys can, then the folks can do it. But I don't want to have these customers anymore. So if you are not honoring someone else's property when you rent it and then bring it back, do not come and ever rent something out again. So I'm gonna decline your order for that. But for all other customers, there was a family before, and I have a movie for that. They did very well. They did very well, and they also adjusted, well, I made some deviation to what I suggested them to come easily through with a smaller trip of 3 weeks and to come easily through and do that. But in this case, it did not happen successfully. So I feel ashamed for those white trash people. They are coming from Germany, and I hope that you never met those guys. Okay, that's all. Thumbs up, thank you. This is Rolf from Tesla Owners US. Bye-bye.